Right, here we have it, the GoPro Hero 12 Black. So yes, it looks quite similar to other recent Hero Black GoPros, except as you can see it's not actually completely black. It's sort of got this speckledy finish to it, which I think is quite cool. It means you don't notice so much when you spatter it with mud, sand, water, whatever. So yeah, it's not completely black. There are a few other important changes to this as well. You can pair it with Bluetooth earbuds, which means you can use the microphone on those earbuds. Like if you're inside the car and it's mounted outside the car, you can now do a commentary that you'll hear clearly rather than, having to shout over the wind noise, that sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. There's some quite subtle upgrades. So we've always had these pull down sort of wing mounting brackets here, but now there's actually a standard screw socket underneath as well that'll fit any sort of universal photography mount and tripods. So that's a very, very useful. Now I'm assuming that you've already watched my snorkeling video from Rarotonga. That was literally completely automatically generated. I just plugged the GoPro into charge when I got back. Those files automatically upload to the cloud, and then the Quick app uses AI to come up with that highlights video. I didn't touch a thing. It did the music, it did the edits, chose the shots, the whole thing, and that was the result. I think you'll agree that feature is better than ever, and then it just downloads back to the Quick app. But of course the videos don't stop there, because it wouldn't be a GoPro review from me without some extreme dog walking, and that makes the most of the Hypersmooth 6 video stabilization, of course. And also I've got some other cool accessories as well. So I filmed the whole thing from my point of view using the chesty harness. So like I just get in that, and that sits on my chest like that. So I filmed that with last year's Hero 11 Black. And then the real star of the show here is the Fetch dog harness. These are really quality accessories, and they're not very expensive. And I put a Hero 11 Mini on the front part of that, and I think you'll see the difference with the stabilization between last year and this year, because the Hero 12 goes on top. Let's have a look. This year's extreme dog walking. So here we go. You can see it in action. That's the shot from me, and that's the shot from him. It's pretty cute, isn't it? So I was a bit worried when I first saw the Hero 12 Black on this harness wobbling around like that. See, as he's walking along, it really wobbles from side to side, and the harness itself is really stable on him, but the camera certainly does move around just because of the way he walks. You got to stop and smell the grass sometimes. And this is the shot from actually his chest camera as well. So we've got 3 different cameras in action. That's underneath him, and that's from me. And like I say, it's really wobbling around there. We'll let him off here because we get to a park. But this new Hypersmooth 6.0 stabilization just does an unbelievable job of giving you a smooth shot. So the shot from my chesty camera, which is just last year's Hero 11, is pretty smooth because I don't wobble around quite as much as he does. I love these shots though. So here he is running towards me, and you get the impression that he's running, but it's not really the most flattering thing, that harness though, is it, the chesty harness, to be honest. So here he is down the bush track, and here once again you get a really clear idea of what he's looking at, where he's going. Nice bright picture. Here he is, he's really rushing up to see me here, but you can see how the camera just does an excellent job of keeping sort of the main point of view in focus. I wouldn't have believed if I hadn't sort of seen it myself. look how detailed. You can see all the different blades of grass there and everything. It's pretty good work. Okay, now it's always a hazard when you're taking the dog out for a walk if you let him off the lead and another dog comes into view. So I thought, shall I put him back on the lead? And then I saw that their dog wasn't actually on a lead either. So he comes up to meet it. And here I'll just give you another shot from underneath as well. So that's where all the action happens in these encounters, right? Anyway, he's a good boy and he comes when he's called. And he doesn't even eat school kids or bikes on the way past. And it's all because at the end of the day he knows that there's a treat waiting for him. So yeah, did you see what I mean? That the view from from above Jerry was a lot smoother than the view from the chest. I mean, obviously, maybe there was a little bit more wobble with that part of the harness than with this part of the harness, but really it was going like this as he's walking and running along, and you're only getting a little wobble like that. I don't know how it does it. That's just how amazing GoPros are. If you've never used one before, I hope now that you can appreciate exactly what they can do. And, you know, all for just $749.99. I think that's about the best buying piece of technology you can get today. Anyway, as you can tell, I love it. I hope you enjoyed those videos too.